Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And once again, I am graced with the presence of the one, the only, Ronald J. Terrio of Louisiana Beer Reviews. And we're looking at a really good one, I think. We'll see if you like it. But one of my favorites, this is the Boulevard Whiskey Barrel Stout. It is barrel-aged Imperial Stout, 12.4%. Or I'm sorry, 11.8%. I don't know why I wanted to say 12.4. 11.8% alcohol by volume, 32 IBUs. I like that they put that on the label. Enjoyed by December 16th, 2020. Although this would be a beer that would probably age very well.
Yeah.
And Boulevard Brewing Company is out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Sorry I was yawning. I had too big of a breakfast.
I'm still waking up. I dozed off a little while ago.
And that salad was much bigger than I expected at that interesting place. So.
Fabiano's, yeah. Good pizza place. A lot of good craft beer.
Of course, that 9% Imperial Stout probably helped get me sleepy.
Yeah.
But it was sweet. It was sort of like I didn't need dessert because that was the dessert. Mm-hmm. The graham cracker and all the flavorings in it. You mind if I look at the bottle?
Yeah.
We've never gotten Boulevard beers in Louisiana, but I've been on road trips and I got some of their flagship ones like the wheat. They would always say, try the wheat. And some other ones like their single wide and double wide IPAs. But then it really started to explode their offerings, their varieties, but I wish their distribution would do that as well. Barrel-aged Imperial Stout.
I can actually only find Boulevard at the Brandon's Package in Peachtree City. They don't sell it really anywhere in Noonan. So it's not, the distribution here is kind of sketchy, but I know where to find it. So
yeah, 32 IBUs. So you're going to get more varieties probably near Atlanta because it's such a huge state. Georgia and Atlanta is so huge. And I'm in a small state, so we just get like little crumbs off the table.
Right. Man, I love the aroma. I'm gonna let you break it down first, just because I've had this many times. And
you've had. Oh, yes.
This is your first time having it, right? So yeah, I want to hear what you have to think. I've reviewed it on my channel at least once on a solo, and then I think I brought it to a Stout Sunday. So,
well, it's not black. It's very brown. A lot of stouts would be black.
Yeah,
this one is brown. You can see brown all the way through, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's that. It's a khaki head.
I remember no add. It's just a straight stout with bourbon barrels.
I was looking at the label and I was like, oh, that's right. He said no, no graham cracker, peanut butter, toffee, lemons added. It's strong whiskey barrel, and I don't know what whiskey they use. Bourbon whiskey.
They don't specify.
Bourbon. Maybe on their website.
Yeah. I want to say I looked at the website and it just said.
Maybe they get it from McCormick, because McCormick is in Western Missouri also. They age bourbon.
Could be.
Probably nothing. Collaborate with a bourbon. Collaborate with bourbon from your own state.
Right.
It's rich, vanilla. It's strong barley malt. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like a super strong, dark.
Yeah.
Heart of darkness. Bread.
And I'm getting just, a lot of the roasted malt. The whiskey barrel is really coming through for me on the nose.
Yes, very much so. Almost a little much. Like some people might say, ooh, it's too much. I think some people would be put off by it.
I think so, yeah. But to bourbon and whiskey lovers like ourselves, maybe not so much. Cheers. Yeah. It doesn't specify. It just says whiskey barrel. So it doesn't. I always say bourbon, but.
Oh, yeah. It could just be McCormick.
It's just, it could be blended, cheap blended whiskey.
Well, actually, I thought the McCormick's blended was a little bit better than normal. But McCormick's has, just like a huge variety.
Right.
Blended, straight, bourbon, so on.
Really roasty.
It is, but it's nowhere near burnt.
No.
It's it reminds me of a brownie.
Of a brownie? That's because it is very rich.
A chocolate brownie, not a fudge, anything like that, but chocolate brownie.
Yeah.
Maybe with the chocolate icing on the top.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting dark chocolate. It is very rich. The bourbon is there. It's really smooth to be so high alcohol, and for as much whiskey to be coming through, it drinks really smooth.
Sweet, smooth, silky. I was going to say cakey, but a brownie is sort of like a type of cake.
Yeah.
Like a quasi cookie cake. It's very sweet. The finish is sweet. The whole thing is sweet. Let me say it to you like this. I mean, I'm not joking. If you don't like sweet things.
Yeah. And if you don't like whiskey, you definitely won't like this.
Yeah, if you don't like that whiskey alcohol taste, that's going to, right off the bat, you're going to say, oh, this is no good. And then if you don't like sweet brownie and chocolate items, I just think you would hate it. But then there's another side to the coin. If you do like all those things,
then you're really going to love it.
You're going to love it. Okay, now the flaws. I'd really like somebody to point those out to me.
I'm not finding any. I already know what I'm going to give it.
If you're going to nitpick this beer, I guess you'll just nitpick anything and find fault. I mean, maybe you just don't like stouts or something.
Right. And this is like a purist stout, a barrel-aged stout lover's dream come true.
Right, because we've been talking about that for weeks now, about everything's flavored.
Yeah, this is not flavored. I mean, if you want to consider the barrels a flavoring, because
you could make that argument.
But it's not. There's no chocolate. There's no nothing. It's just the whiskey barrels, and they let the base stout sit in it. I believe it's 6 months. It doesn't list it on the bottle, but I'm pretty sure when I looked it up, I think they said 6 months, but I'm not sure about that.
So you could make the argument that aging it in a whiskey barrel is adding flavoring. Okay, you got me. But the one I had today at the restaurant, Bar and Grill,
graham cracker, chocolate, caramel.
There was something else.
Cinnamon. It had cinnamon in it. Yeah.
See? Because I was tasting it, and I was like, and I gave it a very high score. I said, this thing tastes like it's spiced or something. And then I looked at the menu, I was like, oh, it is. I've never tried spiced rum in my life. But see, you can't disparage it, because what is probably the most popular type of rum?
Spiced rum. Captain Morgan, to be specific, probably. Be the #1 selling rum out there.
See what I mean?
For me, this is 98 out of 100 all day. I mean, this is very, very high for me. High marks for me.
98, you said?
Mm-hmm. I may have given it a 99 the first time I reviewed it, but it's. You
ought to take a photo for alcohol eggs.
Yeah, I should. I don't do enough of that.
Oh, well, I have a bottle, so I could do that.
Yeah, you've got a bottle. Got 2 bottles.
I know you're busy and you don't have time to do alcohol eggs too much. But that's okay. It's just people showing alcohol that they drink. And sometimes people posting articles about things, and most people not reading them. Because they don't feel like reading an article. But I mean, some of them are very interesting, if I get a chance to read them. I almost thought I tasted banana, but I know that's craziness. It was just for a second. I said, "What?" Saw me like halt for a second. I would probably. I was trying to say if I would go to a 98, because the one we had at the restaurant. I had it. I gave it what did I say, 97 over there?
Yeah, I think so. If you gave it an official.
I think I did.
Maybe you did.
But we were talking to the barmaid and doing this and that, so you can't keep up. But the lowest I would go is 97. We wouldn't go lower than that. And the highest, I guess I would say 97 or 98. Wait,
Okay.
I mean, Michael Komaroff would say, no. What specifically is the number?
Right.
I guess I'll be fair. I'll be generous and say, and I don't feel like I'm being generous, like I'm doing the beer a favor, but I'm going to say 98.
Okay, so there you go. 98's all around. An excellent beer, getting up there. One of the better barrel-aged stouts that I've had. And I love the fact that it doesn't have any of the additives. It's just a pure barrel-aged stout, and you get the best of the barrel and the flavors from the stout without any of that,
I remember,
filler.
Yeah, the filler. I remember the adjuncts. I remember over 5 years ago, I was at Michael Komaroff's house,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the one that got me into the specific scores.
Right.
Because he was saying, try this beer. And I said, okay, yeah. I said, oh, that's an A. That's an A.
Right.
Yeah, but he said, yeah, but what score would you give it? I said, an A.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, no, but I mean, what number score?
Did you, when you first started your channel, you were just giving letter grades?
Yeah, I would just say, it was
like A minus, A plus.
It's an A minus, A plus, B, just same concept.
Right.
I said, I don't know, Michael, I guess 95 or something. And I noticed he was writing it down. He said, I keep records of this. I said, okay. Well, that's a different way to do it. But not to say there's anything wrong with that. But I had asked him, I said, what are you going to do with those records? He said, I don't know.
I'm sure, it's just got a big,
I can't say anything.
book of ratings.
I can't say anything, though, because for years I would write down all the NFL and college scores.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I was like, why am I writing these down? What am I going to do with these?
Right.
So I just one day took them and I threw them all away.
Taking up space.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. It was just kind of interesting sideline story.
Yeah.
Of how I got into doing the specific scores.
Huh. All right. So Michael Komaroff, if you're watching, there you go.
You did it.
You're the one. All right. So we'll go ahead and end it. 98 out of 100. Whiskey Barrel Stout from Boulevard Brewing. Definitely worth checking out if you can find it in your area.
I don't know what it costs, but I'd be afraid to ask.
The 4-packs, $14.99.
Notice I didn't ask. I just made an implication.
Well, I'm telling you. It's worth it, though. Trust me. All right. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, cheers, everybody. And y'all come down to Georgia and Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah.